So in your deck, you have a crystal clear SWOT analysis diagram that pinpoints where logical sits within the market. On your x-axis, you talk about the front end to the back end, and the y-axis is ease of use from easy to difficult. Okay, it's brilliant to see the competition mapped out. My question is, having a clear SWOT analysis and a strong tagline seems to be vital for pitch decks. What else is essential for investors?
So ultimately, the investor is going to want to know, how can they multiply their dollars significantly, right? They're not looking for small wins. They're looking for big wins, because the nature of startups is that most of them die. So if an investor is going to try to make money in startups, they have to have the rocket ships. Otherwise, it's just charity, right? So for them, they need to know how you're going to make money. And so the important points for them are going to be not totally the idea that most investors, when they go to raise money themselves from their LPs, they're promising their LPs, we're going to invest in this space or that space. They have what's called their thesis. And they have to, not always, but usually they have to stick to their thesis. If they're not sticking to their thesis, then what they sold to that LP isn't really real, right? We're going to invest in medical tech, right? If they invest in a vacuum startup, then that's not the same thing, right? So the idea isn't as huge of a deal in your deck, because you're only going to be talking to investors that want to invest in your idea anyway. So you're not going to be talking to these investors that don't want to invest in what you're doing. So the idea stuff, not a huge deal. What is a huge deal is your team, getting the right team with the right experience, because the investor is all about de-risking things in the beginning. And if you are a first-time founder, you're at high risk. If you're a founder who's done a number of things but never a successful one, you're a higher risk. So getting the right team together is a big one. Investors like to say we follow the founder. So your founding team is big. The other piece is showing the market and how big it is, and why your solution is going to be a compelling offering in that market. So I think if you get the team and you are able to describe why what you're building is needed, and that your market is big enough for venture-sized returns, those are the important pieces.